A few days after Sarries, how do you reflect on it now?
I think a lot of frustration really. You obviously go down to Saracens, top of the table, which is a hard task in itself, and going down to 14 men makes it even tougher, but we thought we made enough opportunities to maybe get closer than what we did and maybe try and get a result, but you got to give it to them. They're clinical when they need to be, and those tries in the first half really made it tough for us to then come back.
We talked to Dave a little bit about this just now, but how much did you as players learn about yourselves as individuals, but also as Falcons as a team on the weekend?
I think we've known for years that we're really good when backs are against the wall, and I think that's what probably a lot of teams and probably supporters think about us, but we want to be a team that don't need to wait for us to be on the back foot or wait for someone to punch us first to then actually stand up for ourselves and kind of put a front foot forward. So I think for us it's more we need to be on the ascendancy at the start and put our best foot forward first rather than waiting to get knocked back.
On a personal level though, 5 from 5 kicks. I won't ask you how pleased you were you kicking on the day because it was a defeat, but how pleased are you with your kicking in general right now?
At the minute I'm really happy. Start of the season there was a few bits going wrong, but yeah, I'm really happy that after a few tweaks and things that I've been able to put our team in the best place possible with getting the kicks, which is my job. I've got to do it, and try and get points on the board really. So I'm happy that I'm able to do my job, and that's helped us win a couple of games, but also on the weekend means we get a point, which hopefully means later in the season when it comes to those last few points, it actually means we get into top 8, top 4, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it could be a potentially crucial point. You mentioned tweaks in the kicking, without going into too much detail, I suppose. What sort of tweaks were you making to get to where you are right now?
There was actually a small minor tweak that Dave picked up in passing, and since then it's been going pretty well. So actually I had to say thank you to him after a couple of games, and he just said he wishes he told me earlier. So it's one of those ones where it's just a minor tweak which made such a difference, and since then it's been going well. So hopefully it passes through for the rest of the year and so on.
He's obviously a strong influence in you. The kicking has obviously helped out. Being the Prem Team of the Week, a lot of the fans will have seen it. It's still coming off the back of a defeat, but it's still a nice individual accolade to have.
Yeah, it's nice to be put into the Team of the Week, and it's nice that the fans have voted for me. I think there's a lot of disappointment in my own performance away from the kicking part of it, so it's very nice of them to have voted for me, and it does mean a lot. But I think it's got to be looking forward now, looking forward to London Irish on Sunday, and put best foot forward there, and hopefully can put in a better performance for us and as the team.
And that's exactly what we are going to do in a second, look ahead to London Irish. But firstly, what's this week been in training after that? Because we can talk about the fact that it was a defeat, but there's still a lot of positivity after the second half performance. So what's it been like in training?
I think it's been much better this week. I think last week we weren't quite where we needed to be, and maybe that passed through into that first 20 minutes of the game. So we said we can't wait, we've got to put our best foot forward now. Training's got to be on the money, and I think it's really ramped up this week. I think it's going to be a great week for us leading into Friday's session, and I think that makes such a difference to us leading into the game.
And not just a big game because it's London Irish coming to town, it's a big game because finally we're back at home in the Gallagher Premiership, which seems like it's been years and years and years. How much are you personally looking forward to being back in front of what's expected to be a rocking Kingston Park Sunday?
Absolutely love playing at home at Kingston Park. I think it's a very different place for teams to come up and play, but we absolutely love it playing here. I think teams always find it tough. We always like it to be a bit of an arm wrestle at times, but when you've got the back three like we do and that exciting talent that we've got in the back line, I think it's so exciting for fans to come and watch. But it's been a long time, I think, as you said, is it Leicester at home, which seems like a long time ago. So it'd be nice to be at home, and hopefully we can put a performance similar to that game in and hopefully get a result.
It's a strong starting 15 for Irish, but they've got a strong squad right the way through, a strong spine certainly. What challenges do they present to you?
I think just the way they play, it's very positive. Really exciting back line, back row boys, big carriers. I think it's across the board, you've just got to be wary. They'd like to throw the ball around, they challenge you all across the pitch, and defensively they're strong in the contact, so it makes it a very tough game. I think each time we've played them down there, we've felt like we haven't put the performance we wanted to in, and I think we need to look back at ourselves maybe a few years ago where we strung a few things together and actually got that result up here, 2 years ago now. It'd be lovely if we could try and recreate that, but I think it's on us to perform and try and put them under pressure.